Okay, so during the show, and I'm looking at all these images, and I'm thinking, yes, this, it's like shopping. But you don't really think about the ramifications of all the stuff that are coming into the building, all the stuff that's going to have to be packed up and shipped back, the placement. Y'all did a really lovely job showcasing a lot of pieces. I don't know how many pieces we have here in total.
I don't even know at this point, actually.
Right. But to make it feel,
60, I think.
but to make it feel airy and able to see each piece, that's a hard job. So I want to thank you all for the opportunity. The space looks great. The pieces look great. It was a real treat to come in here yesterday and see this show set. To see pieces that I've been looking at a screen, and peering in and going back and forth and trying to figure out if that's a piece that I want and what it's really like and what the quality is like. Across the board, there are some really excellent pieces here. And I'm really happy to share them with you. I'm going to kind of go through the pieces that I chose for first, second, and third, and why those are the ones I chose. And I'm happy to answer questions. I will have to say, and I agonized over this a little bit, and finally just kind of came to terms with it, I didn't pick any functional pots as award winners. And I gotta say, I think that reflects on me. Functional pots are my wheelhouse. That's where I'm comfortable. That's where I'm the most critical. And so I'm probably hardest on those elements, that type of work. That being said, there are some really excellent functional pots here. And I encourage you to, I'm a big advocate of the functional pots. Okay, so that being said, what I was looking for when I was picking work is sort of a gestalt, an overview of what a person chooses to do with a piece. So if it has a really distinct feeling, and as you look into the details, that feeling is kind of explored or enhanced. If it stays in character. Like, you ever watching a movie and you're totally into it, and then the character says something that's out of character, out of place, and you've lost that suspension of disbelief. And all of a sudden you don't believe it anymore. It's kind of like that when I'm jurying. And I came in with my lovely daughter, Olivia. To jury the show. Thanks guys. It was great to see her have visceral reactions to some of the work. And that's part of what I'm looking for. Even if the visceral reaction is negative, like, ooh, that makes me uncomfortable, I think that's potent work. It doesn't, there's a saying, ugly can be beautiful, but pretty never. I'm looking for some of that punch, that quality, that richness in the work. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the winners, and I thought I'd start to talk about the winners by the things that didn't win, because there are some fantastic pieces I wanted to draw attention to. Vern Funk's work here, they create a really lovely kind of contemplative feeling. I really am drawn to them. That's strong work. This is a piece that my daughter just had a visceral reaction against. It's so good. It's so awkward. It's so disturbing. In that sense, it's well done. My father-in-law is standing right in front of a piece that I thought was also really, really strong. He's still standing in front of it.
Don't back up. Don't back up. Don't back up. Come this way.
Multimedia, that piece of paper, the texture on that piece of paper, the palette in the back, the gears, they're just really nice elements working together in those pieces. Yeah, this show was really fun to jury to see how big those things were. I really like Frogger over there. It's so playful. I like the joinery, the way the screws hold the pieces together. I want to look at it. It's just straight out playful and engaging. The sink. I don't know. It's just I'm drawn to it. It's elegant and a little crude and silly, but yeah. There's I don't know. I had seen this piece. What is it called? The New Amphora. And until I actually saw it in person, I didn't realize this was a lid. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah. There's some really pleasing pieces in here. Okay, so what, Betsy? Do we start with third place and work our way up, or what?
Yeah, start with third.
Third place. Okay. So I gave third place to this wall piece over here by a Canadian, Jessica Sally Carrington. Sexy. It draws you in. It's I don't know. There's no loss of that sense of that suspension of disbelief. It's engaging. It makes you a little comfortable. It's pleasing. It pushes you, which makes you keep looking at it. I think that's a really solid piece. So I gave that one third place. Second place. My daughter disagrees with me on this one. But she disagrees with me on a lot of things, so that's not out of the ordinary.
It's true.
I don't know, did anybody play with this one? Okay, so in a different way, where Concentrate has that kind of disturbing thing, this one, you don't lose any of the sense of the playfulness of it. You know, it has the quality of like bathroom tile or a scale. I love even the fact that you get to see, you know, it's not sophisticated even in its, the way it's wired, right? And then you turn it on, like it's going to do something, and it says error. And that's what it does. So even the playfulness, I mean, they could have tried to engineer something fancy, but it's not fancy. I love the kind of worn out edge of surface, like it's older. Yeah, there's the playfulness of the object, the ceramic with the electronic, and the fact that it doesn't do anything except tell you error. I felt, yeah, across the board the playfulness was all there. Even the decals, the wallpaper like decals on the glazed area, yeah, I thought it was a really, really nice piece. And it's cheap.
Who's the artist?
You guys could get, this is Austin Wheeland. You guys could get an award-winning piece for under $500. All right.
All the ceramicists think it's a reaction to kiln malfunctions.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Everyone who's a ceramicist has said he's mad at his kiln.
See, I'm a wood firer.
Yeah.
I don't have
Well, you
buttons
get
or
error
electronics.
notices from your electric kiln.
My kiln never says error.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. And finally, the first place piece I gave to this Crucible series by Kenneth Baskin. I think both of these are really, really strong pieces. It's not quite what you would call trompe-l'oeil. You don't quite believe that it is actually foundry metal, but it makes that reference really well. I don't know if you saw this. It's. I want to interact with it. It's heavy. It's rich. There's a lot of lovely detail. It kind of pays homage to the foundry objects. I like this surface is fantastic. I mean, it's really a deeply engaging surface, and it has that industrial feel. I just like the lift on this one better. It was really pleasing to see that I could interact with it. I wanted to look into it. It's a pitcher. It's a pouring vessel. So I guess I did give an award to Functional. So those are my picks, and I gotta say, this was really, really a joyous show to do, and feel like you're looking at some world-class ceramics here. From the people I invited who sent work, like Peter Pincus or Dan Anderson, who taught at Edwardsville for a long time, and Kelsey Rudolph, who's just finished her MFA. You're looking at those were the invited people who planted the seed, but the work here, I think you'd have to go pretty far to find better work. And that's really exciting to have here in Springfield. So, thanks. Any questions?